Hi guys, Chris here, back with another video. So today's video, do you have a message? And if so, get on YouTube and social media. So I see a lot of different people, guys, in the comments section, and a lot of you, you could really have a really good impact on the vegan movement. A lot of you have different messages that you could bring. A lot of you have different stories around your different medical conditions or just your vegan story in general, and you could have a really good positive impact. And I just want to try and encourage some of you to just get on social media, start making some videos. So a lot of us can cover off a lot of different aspects. So June Rider covers off cycling overwhelmingly, such for vegans. Also appeals to vegans in general. Freely can appeal to a lot of young girls and women. June Rider can obviously appeals to young teenagers and bodybuilders and people in their young 20s. I can appeal to diabetics and just people who are trying to go vegan in general. Each of us has a different area or a different spectrum of society that we can appeal to and address with regards to veganism. And here's the thing you can do as well. So depending on your history, your background, who you are, all of us have a message that we can get out there. And what I'm just trying to encourage some of you to do is to get on YouTube and start banging out some videos. Now then, it doesn't have to be fancy. It doesn't need to be Casey Neistat quality. And if I'm honest with you, I think Casey Neistat style videos, they look really cool. It's quite enjoyable and entertaining to watch, but that format isn't really conducive towards a message. That's more entertainment. It isn't about getting a message out there to people. And the veganism, it isn't about entertainment. It's about a message. And what message is that? It's about heart disease, diabetes, cancer, about health. It's about the animals, the billions and billions of animals who are killed every single year in painful, horrific ways for people to then eat them and get sick. It's about the 17,000 children who die every single day from starvation because they don't have enough food to eat. It's about the 50% of greenhouse gas emissions that come from animal products that are causing global warming and destroying the environment. There's a very real message there. So some people, they can perhaps pull off the cut and polish style and have a message and have it be quite entertaining as well. And if you can do that, that's really good. Do that, but don't feel that you need to go into this with that kind of a format. A lot of people, and this happened to me, they want to get onto YouTube, but they say to themselves, I'll only go onto YouTube when I'm perfect. But that's just ridiculous. That's what I thought when I went vegan in November 2014. Quite quickly I wanted to get onto YouTube, I think, but I kept on putting it off because I was scared about the fact that it wouldn't be cut and clear, polished. It wouldn't be perfect because I didn't know how to make it perfect. And you can't wait to be perfect to get on YouTube. It doesn't work that way. And even once you are on YouTube, you're never going to be perfect. No one's perfect. It doesn't work that way. And the other thing is, people, they don't need perfection from you for you to have an impact on them. What they need is you to sit in front of the camera and be honest, 100% full natty honest, and just give them your story, give them your message, be real with them and connect with them so that you can try and help and improve their lives and engage with them, give them options. So you could do videos about food, what you eat in a day. You could do videos about your struggles, how you struggle to go from meat eater to vegan, how you address those hurdles, those issues, how you overcame them, different hints and tips for going vegan, for staying vegan, tips on vegan activism, how to appeal to others. Every single one of you who are watching this video right now and is a vegan, you can, if you so choose to, have an impact. Now then, I'm obviously not massive. I've got about, this time making this video, 705 subscribers, which I'm very thankful for. Since I started on YouTube in December last year, I never expected to get this many people subscribed to me. So the way I look at it is, and even though I know some people subscribe to me because they don't really like me as such, and they want to troll my videos a little bit, which is okay. I don't mind those people. I kind of see, there's 705 people, there's 705 friends that I've got out there who I've never really met before. And to all of you who are watching, I just want to thank you for your support, how kind and caring you've been towards me since December. When you comment and you let me know how good my videos are and how they've helped you, it's really heartwarming for me, and that's what kind of encourages me to keep on making videos, because I want to help you, whoever you are, whether you've got diabetes, whether you're just someone who wants to go vegan, whatever. I just want to help people, and the fact that I managed to help people, I'm really thankful for. Thank the Lord for that. I managed to help different people who are actually type 1 go vegan. I managed to help a few people do that so far on YouTube. I helped a few people with type 2 diabetes go down the whole plant route, and just people who want to go vegan in general, I've managed to help. I haven't had the impact of vegan gains or Freely or Jia Xu, but the point is this: I've had some impact, haven't I? And that's all that really matters. I mean, if each one of us just can resolve to help even just a couple of people, to just put ourselves out there and just try and help someone, then that's someone's lives that you've changed and you've impacted. So what I would say to you guys is, don't focus on the how can I put this? Don't focus on the outcome, but focus on the process. And that's a principle I learned from when I did a little bit of investing a while ago, when I was reading a lot of Berkshire Hathaway's type stuff, Warren Buffett, Ben Graham, investing type principles. Is a lot of people, they'll focus on the outcome, but then they'll ignore the process. So instead of focusing on outcomes, focus on the process. So what do I mean by the process? Well, what I mean by that is being consistent with your YouTube videos, uploading regularly, always engaging with people, trying to help people, always putting videos and their focus on what style you want. Do you want cut, shine and polish? And if you can do that and pull it off, be entertaining and have a message at the same time, do it. But just focus on your process, how you're going to go about trying to get people to go vegan. Focus on how you're going to help people who are struggling to stay on the vegan bandwagon. Focus on that process and how you're going to achieve those goals, rather than the goals themselves. The goals are always good, the outcome's always good to focus on, to know why you're here, but you always need to think about how it is you're going to get there. So write your goals down, but then ask yourself, these are my goals, now how do I get there? What process do I do to achieve these goals? And likewise, guys, just get on YouTube. Like I said, you don't need a fancy camera. I'm using a Canon 600D, which is really cheap. You can buy these, cheap as chips, wherever you are, whether it's in America or where I live. It doesn't have to be fancy. You can use an iPhone. You don't need fancy audio. I've got a Rode mic, isn't really, super expensive. You don't need fancy lighting. I've just got a newer LED light set up in a tripod. I'm just doing it from my bedroom. I don't have a fancy studio or green screen. You don't need to worry about that. So if you're watching this, and I bet there's so many of you who are watching this right now who want to get on YouTube, and what I want you to really hammer home to you is, don't focus on perfection, focus on action, focus on, as soon as this video ends, getting on there, setting up a YouTube account, start watching other videos to get an idea of what it is you want to do, or write down what it is you want to do, write down your goals and how you're going to achieve them, and just start making videos. So a lot of people, what you can do is you can sort of paralyze yourself into a state of inaction. So you overthink things, and because you're so focused on all of the different variables and problems, what happens is you don't take any action. So don't paralyze yourself into a state of action. Take action. So what is the one action you can take away at the end of this video? The one action is quite simple. Get your iPhone or your Canon, whatever camera device you have, set it up, sit in front of it and tell your story. So my first video was a bit scruffy, it was very shoddy, and I'll link that at the end of this video, and it's called Thank You Junior Rider and Forks Over Knives, and you can watch that if you want to get an idea. Just sit down in front of the camera and talk about your story. And you can make it as a thank you video to Junior Rider, so that you're helping him. It could be a thank you video for Freely, and where you're basically supporting them and you're telling people how those people have changed your life. Talk about your story, you talk about your transition, your struggles, and start from there. and then once you've made that one video, build upon it, engage with people in the comments in every single video. Make sure you reply to everyone or thank people, ask them for their feedback, ask them for their criticisms, ask them what content they want to see from you, and try and do 3 or 4 videos a week. That is how you kind of start off, guys, I think. And I'm not here in front of you as someone who's amazing on YouTube or is perfect. I'm not. I know that. But what I'm trying to say is I'm someone who is here in front of you right now who's been in the position that many of you are, i.e. you're someone who wants to go on YouTube but you're too scared because you don't know how to be perfect or you don't know what to do. So I'm just here as someone who is been in that situation and is now on YouTube and got over it, and I just want you to get on there as well. If all of us resolve to get onto YouTube and social media and to try and help other people in some way, shape or form, we'll have so much more of an impact on society. We may only make up 1% of the population, vegans, we only make up 1% of the population, but we can have a really big positive impact on people's lives if every single one of us right now takes the decision to go away and take an action to try and help other people and have a positive mental attitude. So I hope that was useful, guys. Like I said, many of you got such a good message, from the different thing that people that I've spoke to. You can get on YouTube, guys. Please get on YouTube. Hello everyone, welcome to my first ever YouTube video. My name's Chris, I'm type 1 diabetic and I am vegan. So basically, why am I making this video? Well, you're on my new channel, High Carb Diabetic, and basically I've made this channel to help people with diabetes, people who are type 2 and type 1, and just people who want to go vegan in general. The vegan movement. A lot of you have different messages that you could bring. A lot of you have different stories around your different medical conditions or just your vegan story in general, and you could have a really good positive impact. And I just want to try and encourage some of you. Each of us has a different area or a different spectrum of society that we can appeal to and address with regards to veganism. And here's the thing you can do as well. So depend on your history, to just get on social media, start making some videos. So a lot of us can cover off a lot of different aspects. So June Rider covers off cycling overwhelmingly, such for vegans. Also appeals to vegans in general. Hi guys, Chris here, back with another video. So today's video, do you have a message, and if so, get on YouTube and social media. So I see a lot of different people, guys, in the comments section, and a lot of you you could really have a really good impact on freely can appeal to a lot of young girls and women. June Rider can obviously appeals to young teenagers and bodybuilders and people in their young 20s. I can appeal to diabetics and just people who are trying to go vegan in general.